Saradava Naladita Loka Janaya Karunaganatvam Baptasya Kalyana Gunaravasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Paricha Madhyamana Surasena Romanchakam Pasutaranga Bhajo Bande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Shri Vigrahara Dana Nityanana Shingaratan Mandira Majinado Yuktasya Bhaktam Saniyum Jatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Chaturvidhashi Bhagavat Prasado Swadvana Chiptan Hari Bhakta Sangam Chitaiva Chiptim Sada Bhajita Sadaiva Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Samsaradava Nalalida Loka Shanaya Karunaganatvam Paptasya Kalyana Gunaravasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Shiradika Madhavayurapara Madhurya Lila Gunarupanam Nam Patikshana Swadana Lolubhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Ekunjayu no rati kelisidhai jaya libi yukte apekshanina. Hatrati daksha dati balabasya Bande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Bande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Bande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Shakshadari Srena Samasta Sastri Yuktastata Bhavyateva Sadvi. Kintu Prabhu ya priya eva tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada Yasya prasada nanakati gatopi. Dayam strutvam stasya yasaschi sandam Bande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Bande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Bande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paskadyade Satarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur. Nitai Gaura Premanandi Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Pararajagachasta Tarasatarashi Shimadi's Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Pararajagachasta Tarasatarashi Shimadi's Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Sikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gogopinath Sam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapura Dham Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Shri Turasi Devi Ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Ki Jai. Jamuna Maya Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Guranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlada Dayini. Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlada Dayini. Hiranyakashipu Bhakshahai Shilatam Kanakalayira. Ito Nishinga Parato Nishinga Yato Yato Yamitato Nishinga Ito Nishinga Parato Nishinga Yato Yato Yamitato Nishinga Bahi Nishinga Idaye Nishinga Narashinamadim Saranam Prapade. Tavakara Kamala Bare Nakam Adhuta Singham Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringham Keshavajita Haranabdi Rupa Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare. Tavakara Kamala Bare Nakam Adhuta Singham Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringham Keshavajita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaur Haribo. Nitai Gaur Haribo, Haribo. Haribo, Nitai Gaur Haribo, Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaur Haribo. Shingadev Bhagavan ki jai. Vindaye Tusidevai Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pradidevi Satyavratai Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tusideva Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Paridevi Satyavratai Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tusideva Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pradidevi Satyavratai Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsidevi Maharani ki jai. Krishna Preyasi Namo Namah. Radha Krishna Seva Pavo Abhilasi. Radha Krishna Seva Pava Abhilasi. Hey Tomara Sarana Lord Tada Vajapurna Hoy. Kipa Kori Karatare Vrindavanavasi. Morae abilas, vilas kunje diova. Nayaneri basada, yagalar parasi. Nivedena dara sakila anugata kora. Seva adhikarat lare Vrindavanavasi. Dina Krishna dase koi, abhina koi. Yani kani chapapani mamahatya dikani cha tani tani prane sandhi padikshana pade pade. Yani kani chapapani brahmahatya dikani cha tani tani prane santi padikshana pade pade. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Tusi Maharani, Jaya Tusi Maharani, Jaya Tusi Maharani, Jaya Tusi Maharani. Jai Guru Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Guru Hari Bol. Jai Guru Hari Bol. Vrindaye Tulsi Deva Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pradi Devi Satyvrata Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Deva Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pradi Devi Satyvrata Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Deva Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pradi Devi Satyvrata Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Devi Maharani Ki Jai. Beloved of Krishna, I bow before you again. My desire is to obtain the service of Shri Shri Radha and Krishna. Whoever takes shelter of you has his wishes fulfilled. Bestowing your mercy upon him, you make him a resident of Vrindavan. My desire is you also grant me a residence in pleasure groves of Shri Vrindavan. Thus, within my vision, I will always behold the beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna. I beg you to make me a follower of the cowherd damsels of Raja. Please give me the privilege of devotional service and make me your maidservant. This very fallen and lovely servant of Krishna praise may always swim in love of Shri Shri Radha and Govinda Tulsi Devi Maharani Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam Ki Jai. Cheto Darpanamarjanam Bhavamaha Devagni Nirvapanam Shaira Kaira Vyachandrika Vitaranam Vidya Vaduhu Jivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipradam Purnam Ritasvadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Nam Kari Bahuda Nija Sarva Saktis Tatra Pita Niyamitak Smaranina Kala Etadrisita Vakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam Jasasamiha Janina Anuraga Trinada Pisunichena Tararapi Sahisnana Amahina Manavina Kitariya Sarapari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Siksastakam Ki Jai. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. The Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large, because it spreads the benediction of transcendental bliss and enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Oh my Lord, out of the kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, no sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O mighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet, somehow or other, I have fallen into this ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me in one of the atoms at your lotus feet. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your holy name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna is my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam Ki Jai. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnu Namaste Saraswati Devi. There are 10 offenses in the matter of chanting the holy names that should be avoided, and they are as follows. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives to propagating the holy names of the Lord. 2. To consider names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to are independent of the names of Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna as imagination. 6. To give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name of the Lord. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities or karma kanda. 9. To instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions in this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Now let us offer a most humble obeisance unto all the Vaishnava devotees. They are just like desired trees that can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vanchakalpa Tarabhyascha Kripa Sindhuryavicha. Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Vaishnava Thakur Ki Jai. Namo. Srimad Bhagavatam Grantaraj Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasya yato nivayad itaratas chartesu avigyaswarat. Tene brahma hridaya adhikavaye muyantiyat surayaha. Tejo varimedam yata vinimayo yatra trisargo mesha. Damna svenas tatab. Damna svenas sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dimahi. O my Lord, Shri Krishna, son of Vasudeva. O all-pervading personality of Godhead. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Shri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes, of the creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations. And he is independent because there's no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. As one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen on fire or land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes, temporarily manifested by the reactions of the 3 modes of material nature, appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Shri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Dharma projita kaitravotra paramo nirmatsaranam sitam vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivadam tapa trayon mulanam Shrimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va purer Ishvara Sadyo Hridi Avarudyate Tra Kriti Bihi Sususubhistakshanat. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavata Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This beautiful Bhagavatam was compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity. It is sufficient in itself for God realization. What is the need of any other scripture? As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, the Supreme Lord is established within his heart. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam Sukhamukad amrita dravya samyutam Pibata bhagavatam rasam alayam Muhur aho rasika bhuvi bhavakaha. O expert and thoughtful man, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the supreme fruit of the desired tree of Vedic literatures. The mature fruit of the desired tree of Vedic literatures. It emanated from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful. Although its nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 10, verse number 31. Evam vida gadanti nam sagira puruyositam nirikshanen abhinandan sasmitena yayo hari. Translation: While the ladies of the capital of Hastinapura were greeting him and talking in this way, the Lord, smiling, accepted their good greetings, and casting the grace of his glance over them, he departed from the city. Translation: The elementary creation of 16 items of matter, namely the 5 elements, fire, water, land, air, and sky, 31. Oh, I'm sorry. There was no purport. There's 31. Okay, sorry. 32. Text 32. Ajata satrupritanam gopitaya madhudvisha parebhya sankita snehat prayunkta chatur anginam ginim Translation. The elementary creation of 16 items of matter, namely, the 5 elements: fire, water, land, air, and sky; sound, form, taste, smell, touch, and the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, and mind, is known as sarga, whereas the subsequent resultant interaction of the modes of material nature is called visarga. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In order to explain the 10 divisional symptoms, this is 32, text 32. Really? So, yeah, yesterday we did 30, we just did 31, now we're doing 32. Really? Wow. You have the same thing? Huh? Wow. That is interesting. Well, okay, why don't you read it? Because I don't have that. I have what I'm reading. Okay. Purport.
Natural defensive measures are horses and elephants combined with chariots and men.
Oh, wait a minute. I see something here. Let's see. Huh. No, it says Canto 1, Chapter 10, verse number 3. So let me look at what I have at verse number 3. Let's see. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Here's verse number 3. Let me see. It says, no, it's not the same. Okay. Yeah, this is very strange. And let me see. Okay, go ahead. This thing is, it's different. Okay, go ahead.
Horses and elephants are trained to move to any part of the hills or forest and plains. The charioteers could fight with many horses, and the elephants by the strength of powerful arrows, even up to the standard of Brahmastra, similar to the modern atomic weapon. Maharaj Yudhishthira knew well that Krishna is everyone's friend and well-wisher, and yet there were asuras who were by nature envious of the Lord. So out of the fear of attack from others and out of affection also, he engaged all varieties of defensive forces as the bodyguard of Lord Krishna. If required, Lord Krishna himself was sufficient to defend himself from the attack of others who counted the Lord as their enemy. But still, he accepted all the arrangements made by Maharaj Yudhishthira because he could not disobey the king, who was his elder cousin. The Lord plays the part of subordinate in his transcendental sporting, and thus sometimes he puts himself in the care of Yashoda Mata for his protection in his so-called helplessness of childhood. That is the transcendental Leela or pastime of the Lord. The basic principle for all transcendental exchanges for which there is no comparison, even up to the level of Brahmananda.
Wonderful. Okay. What's 34 and 35? Let me hear. I think I have that, but go ahead. It says, out of profound affection for Lord Krishna, the Pandavas who were of the Kurudanis. Okay. So it's only just this one verse and purport that are wrong. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So Krishna likes to subordinate himself to his pure devotees and take a dependent or assume a dependent relationship. And this is incomprehensible for most people, that God would subordinate himself, but it's part of the transcendental rasa between the Lord and his devotees. Otherwise, how can someone be his mother or father? So he enjoys more being dependent on his devotees rather than being supremely, let's say, powerful and not depending on anybody's protection. He doesn't need anybody's protection, but he is very happy and more pleased to put himself in a subordinate position. Now, this is also explained in other places. We've already read other purports like this. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so the second point, we'll go on to a second point, and that is that even in Krishna's time, when he was manifesting his transcendental activities, there were people that were envious of him. So, are we surprised that there are people envious of him now? I mean, if in his own time there were enemies, they were envious of the Lord, then just imagine now. Prabhupada says in the Bhagavatam that previously there were a few really big enemies of the Lord, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, Kamsa, and so forth. He said, now there are millions of Kamsas and Ravanas and enemies of the Lord. So we're living. There's nothing new under the sun, as they say in English. So this type of enmity for the Lord has been there right from the beginning of time in material worlds. Because why did we come to the material world? We became envious of Krishna. That's why. We wanted to usurp Krishna's position of being the supreme personality. And therefore, we become his enemy. We're his enemy right now. We're trying to dominate and control the material nature that belongs to him. So, therefore, it's nothing new that people will be envious of the Lord and try, because they're trying to usurp what belongs to the Lord right now, every day, and consider themselves the Lord. Okay, so we need to never doubt the existence of demons. Just like Prahlad Maharaj, he never did anything wrong. He was an ideal devotee. His only fault in his father's eyes was that he was a devotee. And because the father hated Lord Vishnu, and therefore he wanted to kill his son because he was a devotee of the Lord. So This is the incomprehensible, let's say, attitude of some people. That they actually are enemies of themselves because they're claiming, or because they're harboring this thought of being an enemy of the Lord. This is also explained in Bhagavad Gita in the 16th chapter, where it says, yeah. Ahankaran balam darpam kamam kroda chasamsritaha mama atma paradehi su pradvisanto abhyasuya kaha. 16th chapter, 18th verse, Bhagavad Gita. Bewildered by false egos, strength, pride, lust, and anger, the demons become envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in their own bodies and in the bodies of others, and blaspheme against the real religion. So, why is it? Because in the material world, when they accumulate some strength, they become proud. Their false ego becomes inflated, out of control, and they have unending lust, and any frustration of their lusty desires, they get angry. And in that state, they're envious of the Supreme Lord. Well, they're already envious, or all of us are envious. That's why we're in this material world. Now, in the purport, Prabhupada explains something very interesting. Well, first of all, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 28th chapter, 53rd verse, Prabhupada explains, when the jivas desire to enjoy, they develop the sense of duality and begin to hate the service of the Lord. Huh? 4th canto, 28th chapter, 53rd verse. Now, why is this? Well, because they want to desire, they desire to enjoy separate from the Lord. And that's when they begin to develop the sense of duality. And they begin to hate the service of the Lord, because for them it's a waste of time. They should be working only a service for themselves, to service themselves for their perverted desires. So Prabhupada explains now, a demoniac person, being always against God's supremacy, does not like to believe in the scriptures. He is envious of both the scriptures and the existence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is caused by his so-called prestige and his accumulation of wealth and strength. See? Accumulation of wealth and strength. And prestige. He does not know that the present life is a preparation for the next life. Not knowing this, he is actually envious of his own self. So you see, as well as of others, when we become envious of Krishna, because we are part and parcel of Krishna, we become envious of ourselves. It's very interesting. Because everything is related to Krishna, and if we develop the sense of duality, that we are different than him and we become his competitor and his enemy, then we become envious of ourself also, because ourself is part and parcel of Krishna. You see? So at that point we begin to act in ways that are self-destructive. A very interesting psychology. Because everything is coming from Krishna. So everything is in relationship to Krishna. So if you become envious of Krishna, you become envious of your own self. And why? Because you no longer identify with the soul. You identify with the body. That's where the duality comes in. Not knowing this, that, this life is a preparation for the next life, He is actually envious of his own self as well as of others. He commits violence on other bodies and on his own. Yeah, smoking, drinking, engaging in illicit sex, getting into fights, murdering people, and abusing his own body, wasting his vital fluids, and eating all kinds of horrible things. I was going to this one store to buy things, Dick's Restaurant Supply, and the man that was always serving me, he smelled like a pig. Smelled like a pig. Every time he'd say, every time he'd exhale, the pig smell came from his mouth because he was eating pig. Right? He was eating these sandwiches with ham and sandwiches with sausage made from pig. And then it's hard. And then, of course, to hide the taste, there's plenty of garlic. So that's why they like garlic, because it hides the taste of the pig, or whatever they're eating, the bat or the pig or whatever. So he commits violence on other bodies and on his own. He does not care for the supreme control of the personality of Godhead because he has no knowledge. Being envious of the Scriptures and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he puts forward false arguments against the existence of God and denies the scriptural authority. He thinks himself independent and powerful in every action. He thinks that since no one can equal him in strength, power, or wealth, he can act in any way and no one can stop him. If he has an enemy who might check the advancement of his sensual activities, he makes plans to cut him down by his own power. There you go. So it's not surprising that even in Krishna's times, there were enemies of the Lord. We're all enemies of the Lord. That's why we're in this material world. There's different degrees of being an enemy. And then when you hear that the Lord happily accepts a subordinate position to his devotees, his pure devotees, and engages in transcendental pastimes with them, that's incomprehensible, right? To people, they would not. They don't understand these things. And even their concept of God is wrong. God for them is, the supreme dominant person who is a wrathful God. So therefore, in the Old Testament of the Bible, the characterization of God by the ancient Jews was a God who's wrathful, who will destroy the material world and feel sorry that he did it, so he recreates it again. Say, no, anything bad that happens in the material world is due to the misbehavior of the living entities. It's not due to God's, let's say, bad character, that he gets angry and then irrationally destroys what he created. And then he realizes a mistake and recreates it. There's no such thing as a wrathful God, because everything Krishna does is actually good. Okay. All right, so we will, are there any questions? I'm going to have to paste a page in here to replace this mistake. Okay. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.